Hi, welcome back to Tone with Harveen. Today we'll be doing a full body toning flow using a set of 2 weights. I'm using 5 pounds. Let's get started in our tabletop position. We'll warm up with a few cat-cows. Hands just under our shoulders, knees under our hips. Let's take a deep breath in, dropping that waist, lifting that chest. And as you exhale, let's curl that belly button into our spine, arcing the back up as high as you can. Let's go for 3 more. Let's come into center. Let's extend that left arm and open up. And as you're exhaling, let's bring that arm under our right for a thread the needle with an arm extension. Let's go for 3 more. Inhaling to lift, exhaling to come back down. Come into tabletop center and repeat on the right, opening up. And we're on to our last one. Let's come into our tabletop, curling the toes under, lifting the knees up a couple of inches and back down. We'll go for 3 more. Inhaling to lift, exhaling to come back down. And on the next hover, let's stay up there and let's go into our bear hover squats. All the powers in the legs, straightening and coming back down, shifting the gaze naturally to your toes and back to your mat, keeping the abs tight, belly button pulled into your spine. Inhaling, coming down, exhaling to lift. And let's come down into our tabletop position. Walking the hands out slightly, curling the toes under. We're getting ready for our down dog, lifting off of the knees, pulling up, and stretching into our down dog, bending the knees. All right, next we're gonna make a sideways circle with our chest. That's where the weight is going. Right now the weight is back in your knees, in your legs. Shift that weight forward into your plank position, dropping that waist into a proper plank, squeezing up through the abs to lift back up. Weight up onto your toes, forward and back. You're making kind of a circle with your chest. Let's keep going. And last one. Let's come back into our down dog. Left leg is lifting up as high as you can. Hold, back is long, bringing that knee forward between the arms, and back up. We're here for 8, 5, And this is one. And let's bring that up. You're gonna bring the leg to your same elbow, out and up. You're making a circle with your knee. And last one. You're up. Now bring the knee from the outside to in. Opposite direction for these leg circles. And last one. And let's come back into our down dog. Stretching out the knees. And let's grab one of those weights, just bringing it forward into center. We're gonna go for some ankle reaches with some arm extensions. In our down dog, grabbing that weight, bringing it to the opposite ankle, forward into our plank, and opening up to the left. Back down, down dog, reach. Let's come down into our down dog. Bringing that left leg forward between the hands. Back foot is aligned with the short end of the mat. Let's come up, bending the front knee to bring you forward. Arms are going to come out to our sides. Arms straight up, bringing that bend as far as it feels comfortable. And let's come down and grab our weights. Shifting that back leg ready so that you can be ready for a lunge. Arms coming up to our shoulders, and let's go down for our lunge. Arms are going straight up to our sides as we're coming up, leaning forward, and let's kick back with the weights. Back up. We've got 6 more. And 1. Let's come back into center, holding the weights in. We're gonna lift the right leg up and come back down. As you're coming back down, slight bend in the front knee. For the arms, we're gonna bring them in as we come up, and arms are going straight out as we come back out. Let's go for 6. And 1. Let's come and face the front. Feet are pointing outwards. We're getting ready for some squats, bringing the hands into center. We're gonna go down for 6 squats, and we're gonna pause at the bottom. Toes pointed outwards, feet just a little bit more than hip width distance apart. And let's go down for 6. Squeezing at the top. This is one. Let's stay up there. Arms into your sides, out and in. Holding that squat. One more on each side. And let's come up. Let's face the front end of the mat again. This time, let's bring the right leg forward, left leg back. Getting ready for our lunges. Adding in the arms. Let's drop down. Arms are up. As you're coming back, weight shifts forward through the chest and kick back. And we've got 6 more. And 1. Coming into center, we're going up with the knee bend on the left. Going up, oops, catching your balance. As you're going back, arms are out. Six more. And 1. Bring it into center. Let's drop the weights. Reaching down for the mat. If you can't, just come down until you can get into your down dog. Bending the knees. And let's come forward and onto our tabletop position. We're gonna go from tabletop to our bear hover, lifting off the knees for 6. And 1. Let's stay up there, bear hover squat for 6. And 1. Let's come down, going into our down dog. And we're going into our chest circles, bringing the weight forward, bringing it back, squeezing the abs in, into our down dog, onto the toes, pushing the weight forward and back in. And last one. All right, let's lift that right leg up as high as you can. Bring it to center and up for 8. And 1. Staying up there, bringing the leg forward to the same elbow, out and up, leg circles. And last one. Bringing the knee to the elbow and in for 4. one. Let's come down into our down dog. Bend the knees. Good little stretch here. Grabbing one weight, putting it in the center. Grabbing that weight to the opposite ankle, coming up and extending, opening up to the right. Three more. And one. Let's put that weight to the side, into our down dog, bending the knees. Let's come forward onto the knees, and we are in our tabletop position. From our tabletop, let's come down onto our elbows. Feet are out, we're in our plank position, and let's go for our hip dips. And let's drop down onto the knees, into our tabletop. Push the toes out into our plank, lifting up into our down dog. Left knee to left elbow. And you're back up into your down dog. Basically, a down dog meets a spike, and left to left, or right to right, left. Left staying on the same side. Power is through the abs and the arms. Bringing the shoulders in as much as you can, or your chest into your down dog, each one that you're lifting for. And last one on each side. And let's come down onto our knees, onto the right elbow. Let's come onto our side. We're gonna lift up, one hip over the other, knee over the other, toes together. You're going to keep your shoulder back from your ears, hand on your hip, and you're gonna lift that hip up off of the mat for 6. Two, and 1. Let's come back into our plank position. And let's go for our hip dips. Last one on each side. Onto the knees. And on the opposite hip. One hip over the other knee over the other, and your ankles align, hand on your hip, shoulder far back from your ears, and lifting for 6. And 1. Let's come forward onto the mat, elbows down, coming up. Knees point to the outer edges of the mat. Let's sit back. We are in our child's pose. We're in our cool down now. This was a very shoulder intensive workout. We focused a lot on our obliques through power and stamina on all of the workouts we did today. And after this workout, in the comments, let me know what you think about all these planks and spikes and down dogs we're doing. It's definitely adding a lot on the shoulders, and hopefully you've been building up that palm and wrist strength as we've been doing these through all of our workouts. Let's bring the right knee between our palms. Left foot is straight back. And we're going to be sitting up tall, using our fingertips to help push up. Elongating the spine, shoulders are back. And let's switch sides. Slight plank and out. Switch. And let's come up into our down dog one last time. We're for a stretch, bending the knees. And let's come forward into our tabletop, walking the knees forward. Let's sit back, feet out in front of us. Deep breath in, reaching up as high as you can. And exhaling, reaching for your ankles, calves, or your toes. Bend in the knees is fine. And with all this oblique work, let's add in a twist. Right foot on the outside of the left thigh, left elbow on the outside of the right thigh, and let's twist. And let's switch sides. Let's go for a quick butterfly, palms of your feet together. Pushing down on your thighs with your elbows. Sitting nice and tall, shoulders back. And let's sit cross-legged. We'll go for 3 deep breaths, each one being longer and slower than the last. Sitting up nice and tall, and as you're coming into center, ensuring that your shoulders are far from your ears to create an elongated seated position. So let's go for 3. And last one. Pause at the top. And come on down. And you're all done for today. Let me know what you thought of today's workout, what you want to see next time, and I'll see you then.